everybody, in this video I'll be discussing the TV trope that is displayed before you on screen right now. Men use violence and women use communication. To give a little background, the process of conflict resolution is usually based on gender, with men being associated with violence and aggression and women being aligned with compromise and or manipulation. I'll be giving visual evidence of this trope being played out in movies. I will discuss it a little bit before each clip just to give a little background. Hope you enjoy this video. Here we go. Okay, my first critique comes from the movie Star Wars Episode 1 with specific focus on Padme. Star Wars is known not to have very many women in their movies. And of course, in this one, she is playing a queen, Queen Amidala. So she automatically favors democracy and uses communication to solve her problems. And we'll see how this plays out right here in this clip.
Before you to resolve this attack on our sovereignty now. I was not elected to watch my people suffer and die while you discuss this invasion in a committee. If this body is not capable of action, I suggest new leadership is needed. I move for a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum's leadership.
As you just saw, Padme is making a vote in hope to resolve her current galactic problems. Now moving forward to Star Wars Episode 3, we can see Padme's baby daddy Anakin and Obi-Wan displaying no intent for communication and getting straight to action in the violent act of fighting. Here's the next clip.
This time we will do it together. I was about to say that.
Get help, you're no match for him. He's a Sith Lord.
Chancellor Palpatine, Sith Lords are our speciality.
Your swords, please. We don't want to make a mess of things in front of the Chancellor.
You won't get away this time, Dooku.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that lifesaver action, but now I would like to move on to the movie Mean Girls. As I stated earlier, the process of conflict is usually gender-based. So here in this movie, we can almost be certain that this movie is resolved through some form of communication. And it is. In this next clip, we will see the main character Katie Heron give a speech at prom, and everything is resolved.
That got hurt by the burn buck. I'm really sorry. You know, I've never been to one of these things before. And when I think about how many people wanted this, and how many people cried over it and stuff, I mean, I think everybody looks like royalty tonight. Look at Jessica Lopez. That dress is amazing. And Emma Gerber, I mean, that hairdo must have taken hours, and you look really pretty. So, why is everybody stressing over this thing?
Now, moving on to the movie Bad Boys 2, a 2003 blockbuster film and one of my ultimate favorite movies. In this movie, we can see that there are two male lead roles played by Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. This duo constantly chooses violence as their conflict resolution. And in this specific clip, we'll see the character Mike, played by Will Smith, pretty much say communication is not in his bag. Roll the clip.
Boy, A, you can put that gun down, tell me who's bringing this shit in, and maybe I'll just pop one in your shoulder. Or B, you can keep acting all Brody, and I'm gonna go ahead and plant one in your chest.
Or C, take the time to talk a minute, de-escalate the situation.
You see, that's some new spiritual bullshit my partner's on. Me, I actually prefer shooting motherfuckers.
Next, the movie She's the Man, a movie with a female lead role, with conflict resolution being gender-based. Can you guess how this movie's conflicts are resolved? If you guess by communication, you are right. It's by giving a form of a speech telling her truth, and everything works out in the end somehow. Here's the next clip.
I'm not Sebastian. I'm Viola.
Wait, you're not Viola.
Yes, I am.
No, I know Viola. I kissed Viola.
You kissed me.
What are you talking about? I didn't kiss you.
The girls' team at Cornwall got cut, and the guys wouldn't let me go out for their team. So, I've been pretending to be my brother while he was in London for the past 2 weeks. Ow. So I could make the team and beat Cornwall.
Okay, now in this movie, Taken, played by the ass-kicking badass Liam Neeson, solves all this movie's conflict by a well-written speech. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense, right? Especially if you've seen the movie. But are you starting to understand my point about the differences in male and female conflict resolutions? What really happens in this movie is he pretty much gets his daughter taken away and fights his way all the way back to an unknown place where he finally gets her again. Roll the clip.
You don't remember me. We spoke on the phone 2 days ago. I told you I would find you.
Alright, now for these last two scenes, they are both Disney animated movies, and I want to point out how these tropes even influence writers of children's movies. This first movie is played with a lead character who is male, and in the movie's climax has to perform a punch to resolve conflicts. Here's the scene.
Look at that, it's his little friend. Let's watch her die together, shall we? No! It's game over for both of you.
No. Just for me.
Vanellope!
I'm bad, and that's good. I will never be good, and that's not bad. There's no one I'd rather be than me.
So, what you just saw was Ralph, the main character, punching this volcano to set it off in order to kill the villain that was holding him in the beginning of the scene. Now, this next movie, Moana, has a female character and contrasts very differently in its climax and how the character deals with it. I will let you see the difference.
Let her come to me.
I have crossed the horizon to find you. I know your name. They have stolen the heart from inside you. But this does not define you. This is not who you are. You know who you are. Who you truly are.
So in conclusion, we can see that this trope becomes a predictor of how a movie may resolve its conflicts based on if the character is male or female. I know though that there are movies that go against this trope in every way, but it can be said that this movie may be a contribution to the social construction of gender formation. If anything else, this trope is a performance of the gender stereotypes that we have in society, as far as males being aggressive and women being collaborative. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.